Hi, I'm Stuart Wood from Navico, manufacturer of SIMRAD Marine Electronics. We're going to spend some time today learning about the new Sportsman Boats factory installed electronics packages consisting of SIMRAD NSS Evo 2 multi-touch systems and how they're integrated into the Sportsman boat model. So we're on board the new Sportsman Heritage 251 center console, and the dash that you are seeing here is a flat panel factory installed package showing two 12-inch NSS Evo 2 multifunction displays which are multi-touch, using pinch to zoom on the chart, as you can see, lightning fast. So we are showing right now with a full screen chart on the port side display and full screen instruments on the starboard side display. We're also showing on the instruments section, if you will note, we can show fuel level in the tank as well, as there's an integrated fuel level sensor throughout the boat. We're not fixed to these full screens. That these multifunction displays are capable of showing split screens, either by 2 or by 4 sections. If we push the home key, you will note that I can split the screen and have chart and instruments if that suits me better. Or we can even go to split screen, radar and chart as well. If I don't like either of those two screens and I feel the need to customize my own, that is actually very simple to do by pushing the pages key, going to a spare palette, open the palette up, and you can then drag in a chart, echo, instruments and radar. So I have up to a 4-way split, or if I don't really want a 4-way split and I want a 3-way split, I could remove one of these features, maybe the radar, or change the sounder down to the bottom. Once I'm done, I press save. It's that easy. We have a lot going on here with this split screen mode. If you take a look at the left-hand side of the screen, we have mapping, and then if you go over to the right-hand top, we have instruments. And you can see you've got your trim, which is all connected up. We have RPM and speed, fuel level, and then down in the bottom right we also have sonar showing a color bottom image. Also running down the far right hand screen we have a bunch of digital data, as well as like engine data, engine hours, alternator. We can customize those boxes as well. And a nice little add-on here is we have our music, which is integrated into the system. I can control volume and song selection through my Sonic Hub that's built behind the scene. So you have entertainment integrated into the vessel as well. If we push the home key up here, we can go back to a home page, which is like a launch page, and it shows all your major icons. It's pretty straightforward, you know, chart is chart, echo is echo. It's very user friendly and intuitive for the operator. Running down the left hand side, we also have our waypoints, tracks data, access to waypoints and track information. We have, because this unit has built-in maps for the US, it also incorporates built-in tide information, which is really handy if you want to plan fishing trips in advance, or you want to look back on a date that you might have went fishing and look what the high and low tide was on that day. Another nice little feature is we have the sun and moon, so the sunrise, sunset, and the moon stage as well, which is also programmable by date. That's a really fun feature. The nice part about this system is the level of vessel integration. The amount of information that we've incorporated accessible in the multifunction display. We even, if you have the option of autopilot, adding an autopilot to this boat, I could be on chart, and if I want to get my autopilot up on the screen, I can do so, and from From there, I can actually control my boat from the MFD. I can actually drive using the rotary knob and change direction. Or I can touch the screen either on the port or the starboard side. The really cool part about the integrated autopilot into the system is that if you are on Fish Finder, if we go to fish, I can actually put my finger on the screen and drag backwards in time, drag backwards in history. It's called track back, it's unique to us. And drag back and create a waypoint. And once I create a waypoint and start navigating back, the autopilot will actually prompt you with a message, do you want to engage? Yes or no? And it's just a matter of touching the screen, saying yes, and the boat will turn around and take you back to that nice fishing spot that you just discovered on your SIMRAD fish finder. Okay, we're getting set to go offshore, so I thought what we'd do together is customize some screens to suit a trip of that nature. We'll start by going to the portside screen and thinking about, from boating experience, the things that I like to see. I'm going to start and configure a custom screen that would include half chart and half radar on the portside screen. You could even consider, if you wanted to, either having the split screen in a portrait format or a landscape format. I personally prefer portrait, so I'll save that screen. So I'm all set. I have chart and radar, and I have my engine data displayed down the right hand side of the screen as well. Then we'll move over to the starboard side screen and we'll configure, you know, something that will obviously be the ideal situation where you've got chart, radar on one side, and then we shall, I need to open up some space here, we shall create a page that includes my bottom machine. I definitely want to know how deep a water I'm in, and I think I also want to make sure that I have my engine data screen, and I'm going to save it in a portrait style format. As you can see, I now have, you know, a dual 12-inch combination, you know, navigation on one side and bottom and engine data on the other side, which would be absolutely perfect for traveling offshore. We've talked a lot about vessel integration today, but there's one last thing that I want to show you that I think is really cool, and that's integrating your iPad in with your navigation system. As seen here, you actually have complete control of the system via your iPad. You notice when I'm pushing the buttons on the iPad, it duplicates exactly what's on the MFD. I can even swap from port side screen to starboard side screen and control independently as well. Thank you guys, I've really enjoyed sharing with you today the capabilities of the new NSS Evo 2 system, which will be standard fit on all Sportsman model boats, and I look forward to seeing you out on the water real soon.